Hey everybody. I think that it would be better if I take a video of some of the things that are going on in our classroom so you guys can have a better understanding of what is expected of them at home. So let's dive right in, share my screen to what's going on in our amazing classroom. I know my gorgeous family. Aww. Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, we're down there. All right. So, number one, water bottles. Make sure you bring them. The kids like to drink. They get thirsty. I let them fill them up. Water bottles so important. Snacks. Reminder three snacks. No candy. I don't allow candy in the class. So, lollipops, gummy worms, or whatever. Taffy, please. Sour sticks, please leave it at home. It's not good for them. It doesn't nourish them. It doesn't give them it doesn't make them full, and it puts them on a sugar high, and then they totally drop. So then they don't focus and they can't pay attention, and it's not their fault. Lunch. Lunches, I don't know why this year lunches seem to be somewhat of an issue with getting kids to eat things. We send out the lunch menu every month. If you don't know what the lunches are, I could take a picture of it when I get to school tomorrow, send it to you guys. And if they don't like the lunch, if you can send in something that they like, we want to make sure that they're eating. Dress code, again, with the boys specifically, a lot of boys are coming in with shirts that don't have a collar. A sweatshirt is not having a collar. Sweatshirt is not the same. They should be wearing a shirt that has a collar underneath a sweatshirt if they're wearing a sweatshirt. And no sweatpants, no sweatpants. Remember Old Navy, Children's Place, Catholic Schools Direct. I'm totally kidding. Have lots of great options that are really comfy. Land's End has the reinforced knee. So like when they rip their knee. Anybody who has boys knows for some reason their knees rip. We don't know why. But Lands End has reinforced knee. Or your favorite of mine, thrift shop. Gotta love it. All right, so let's talk about things that are happening in class. So first, I wanted to talk to you guys about habits. I'm teaching them the 7 Habits of Happy Children, 7 Habits of Happy Kids by Sean Covey. It is like my favorite book in the entire world. It's my 6th year doing it, and it has changed my life. I love it. Our first habit that we are in is called I am proactive. Sorry, be proactive. I am in charge of myself. I am in charge of me. I'm in charge of the choices that I make. So some things you can do at home is you can ask them, are you being proactive? Are you making good choices? Do you want to change your choice? They know what that means, and we go over it daily. So we know that making good choices, it's up to us. It's not, mommy and daddy are not the mean ones, who put you in a timeout. You're the one who caused that because of the choice that you made. Your choices, the way your behavior breeds a consequence. Either it's a positive consequence or it's a negative consequence. If I do my homework, I get to play. So that's what we're focusing on for this is the last week. Next week, we will be focusing on habit number 2, begin with the end in mind, which is, what is your goal? What do you want to accomplish? And you're like, oh, wow, first graders. Oh my God. How are they going to do that? That's a very, very adult concept. Well, what is something that you want to be better at? What do you want to do that's better? I want to hit a home run. I want to read better, be better at math. And the answer is always the same. What do you have to do? You have to practice, you have to try, you have to put in effort. So it's going to be all about putting in effort and begin with the end in mind. You know what the ending is, you know what you want the ending to be. How are we going to get you to that goal? What are we going to do there to get you to getting to your goal, to what you want? So that's habit number 2 that's going to start next week. In class now in math, we are reviewing addition. We're going to be reviewing addition for the rest of this week. And then next week, we will be going into subtraction. Flashcards are a wonderful thing. You can play lots of games with them, and they're like $1. Like, we're talking nothing. You can also go on to like the internet and type in printable flashcards and have the kids cut them out so they can do it themselves, which is really wonderful. So we're gonna be focusing on that. What else can I tell you about school? We are going to start learning about Veterans Day and Election Day. We teach about the basic concept of Veterans Day and Election Day. Veterans are, American soldiers, land of the free because of the brave. So we speak about people who take care of our country, just like Israel has people that take care of their country, also our country, and make sure that they keep us safe. We make sure that we thank them, and we watch a couple videos of soldiers surprising their loved ones when they come home. My grandfather was a Marine. Very awesome. Cool dude. Anyway, so we're talking about that. Election day. Also, we skim the surface. Please keep your political opinions to yourselves. They come into school, and the amount of times that I have heard people call different candidates lots of words with language is a bit much for first graders. So we are only talking about the basic idea of election day. What is election day? What does it mean to vote? Who do we vote for? How old you have to be to vote? When can you vote? Why do we vote? What is a democracy? Even though, let's face it, do we really live in a democracy now? Again, opinion. I keep it to myself. So please keep your political opinions to yourselves. We don't want kids just saying things out loud in class that they don't fully understand what they're saying. So we're talking about those two things. And then in foundations, we're talking about digraphs. So let's dive right into digraphs with the homework. I probably should have sent this to you guys like yesterday. So my apologies. So sorry. We've done this a few times in class, so I wasn't super worried. But we can always go over it. No big deal. Of course we want to see me at 8:15 at night. Woohoo. Again, beautiful family. Aw, everybody on 3. Aw, if you just said aw, okay. Yeah, I'm laughing too. All right. So this is one of the worksheets. This is not necessarily the one that you guys had. On the bottom, you have all of, sorry if you hear my husband is with my daughter. On the bottom, you have all of the answers. So don't tell your kids because they'll just copy them, but you have them. So how does this worksheet work? What do we do in class? This is a ship, not a boat. It's a ship because we're working with digraphs. Digraphs, there are 5 of them that we're learning. There's actually 6. For those of you in a little bit of enrichment, there's SH. SH is 1 letter. It's not 2 letters. SH is 1 letter. SH, not SH. SH, ship, sh. CH, chin, ch. TH, thumb. Make sure that tongue comes out. We don't want to do this. That's the letter F or the letter V. We don't want that. It's going to affect how they read and affect how they affect their reading comprehension and their writing skills. WH, yeah, I said W. WH, whistle, w. CK, suck. So CK comes at the end of the word, only at the end of a short vowel word. CK, suck. And the last one that we don't do in first grade, we really should, but whatever. PH, phone. It's actually, PH is in the word digraph. I know, blew your minds. Okay, so those are digraphs. It's 2 letters. We switch them together and make a whole new sound. A whole new sound. New fantastic point of view. Anyway, all right, moving on. So let's go through ship. So I'm going to say the word ship. Say it. Now I'm going to tap it out. Shh. Ship. How many sounds? 3. Sounds, not letters. We're not looking at letters. We're not counting with our eyes. We're counting with our ears. Sh, or if you see it backwards, it's sh, So now that I counted out the sounds, now I'm going to color in the bubbles. You want to use 3 different colors? I don't care. I'm going to go sh, We want to make sure that we separate that. We don't want to go shit. We don't want to do that. We want to separate the sounds as much as possible. And now we are going to write the word. So our first sound is shh. Exactly. Shh. That's our first sound. Second sound, I. Final sound, ship. And now over here, I'm now going to write the word ship. We don't want to see this. Don't want to see a nice big uppercase S. Oh, no, 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 no. It is not the name of something. It is just a plain old noun. So we want a lowercase s. We want that H to be nice and high. We want a dot, not a lollipop. And for our p, all the way down. There we go. That is what we want to see. Let me say the word ship. Perfect, perfect. This is what we're doing in class. This is part of science of reading. It's part of what's called orthographic mapping, because we want them to break down each sound as small as possible to the smallest phoneme. And we want to give them different opportunities to use different ways of learning, blanking on the word, in order for them to figure out how to spell it and use those tools. So here we're using our ears, we're using our eyes, and we're using our hands. Sh, We're doing that. We're coloring it in with our hands. We're using our eyes to see how many sounds. We're using our ears to hear the sound. So we're using all different types of modalities. That's the word, totally got it. So that's what we're doing with foundations and reading right now. Let's go back to our housekeeping. Oh, haha, I didn't take away that. That's funny. Much better. So we have Perry, Avi, and Ellie. I know I have a redhead, Gingy. Yep. All right, where are we? Here we go. So let's go through this. We went through water bottles, snacks, lunches, dress code. What's happening in class? Went through the habit. Homework. Okay, with homework, it's also important you bring it back every day so we can check it, and don't forget to hug your kids for 15 seconds and enjoy all of that extra credit. They come to me and they're like, my mom hugged me for 15 seconds and she counted so slow. It's adorable. Or they're like, we're doing tomorrow's homework too, and she hugged me for 30 seconds. So you keep doing you, parents. You keep hugging them kids. Oh, never stop. Never, ever, ever stop. Any questions? You know where to find me. I think that is it for today. Stay awesome. I am extremely blessed and lucky to have all of you guys as parents, and don't hesitate with any questions. Have a great night, everybody.